Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here. Hi, Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the signing ceremony for the Heads of Agreement representing items negotiated and settled between the Government of Jamaica, represented by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, and the Jamaica Police Federation, representing Federated Ranks, also known as rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. As is customary, when we in this ministry meet with the Police Federation, our proceedings begin with an invocation. And this afternoon, as is the norm, we ask our colleague, a colleague from the Federation, in the person of its General Secretary, to lead us in prayer. Inspector Sheldon Gordon, over to you. Sorry.
Let us pray. Let us pray. O most kind and compassionate Father, once again, Lord, we're here giving you thanks. We thank you for life, thank you for jobs, thank you for members of security forces who continue to work assiduously to make Jamaica the choice of place to live, raise family, and do business. Lord, you know the purpose for which we're here. We're here to sign this Heads of Agreement. It has been a tedious, almost tedious 2 years, dear Lord. But notwithstanding that, I've come here today to sign it. Oh God, whatever we've done here today, Lord, we've done to your name's honor and glory. And all of us will feel pleased. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Inspector Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, as Inspector Gordon prayed, it has been an extended period of working together between the Ministry of Finance's team and the Police Federation's team, aimed at arriving at items of agreement that will improve the quality of life of our police personnel. It's been a while, but it is always good that you come to a point where you can ink an agreement that will cause the agreements to flow, the benefits to flow to the officers, and that's what this afternoon is about. We are joined for this session by our ministers, Minister Nigel Clark, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Minister Horace Chang, Minister of National Security, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, Minister Favour Williams. Also with us are Permanent Secretary Diane McIntosh, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security. We have, representing the Commissioner of Police, ACP Andrew Lewis. We have the Chairman of the Police Federation, Corporal Arlene McBean. You heard from General Secretary Gordon before, and other members of the Executive of the Federation. We have members of the Ministry of Finance and Public Services team, particularly members of the Strategic Human Resource Management Division that worked with the Federation on arriving at this agreement. We also have Ms. Annette Osborne, Head of HR at the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and I think we may be having DCP Stewart joining us a little from now. We really want to welcome everybody, to thank you for coming out. I know the notice was very short, but it's the nature of the relationship called collective bargaining, and sometimes things happen over an extended period, another time it happens over a much shorter period. So we're really happy to be here. But it is not me, the main focus, if any at all, this afternoon. It really are the leaders of the respective teams, and to therefore get us going properly, I now invite the Chairman of the Jamaica Police Federation, Corporal Ali McBean to bring us some greetings and remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Good afternoon again. Dr. Nigel Clark, Minister Chang, members from the media, our very own ACP, and JCF HR Director, all the technocrats, and to my very outstanding, hardworking team from the Police Federation, I greet you all well. It has been a very long journey, and I was listening to the GenSec praying, and it symbolizes so many things that is applicable to the very journey of this negotiation process. The process started last year, and it was very, very tedious. It was something that we thought it was an insurmountable problem. We classify it that way because many times we have been back and forth and all of that. But in everything, the art and principle of good faith always prevail. And sometimes when you think that you cannot cross a hurdle, you have to look at life's journey and know that sometimes there has to be a disagreement, an agreement to create the power of an agreement. And today the power of an agreement has been created today. And when we look at the 3 Hebrew boys who walked through the fire, that burning fire, and there was a 4th person who was there, who was unseen, it's applicable to the Central Committee of the Police Federation. It's an 8-member committee, but there was an unseen 9th person, which was God, in the mix. And we are here today, and we are quite comfortable signing this package on behalf of the hard-working rank-and-file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And we want to see some regulatory and legislative framework put in place for the police negotiations going forward. And I hope that in the new Police Service Act, there would be some recognition of what it means for the police to be classified separately and uniquely in any negotiation process. So we will not experience this long battle, so to speak, anymore, but experience something, as our Minister of Finance would have indicated, a commission that should be created, specially designed for us, and we anxiously anticipate that implementation going forward. We are happy on behalf of the Police Federation and by extension the entire rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We want to say a special thanks to our Commissioner of Police who intervened, and to our Minister of National Security who also intervened. And we want to thank all those who intervened in the process, and we want to say thank you to the Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, and his team, who stood in the gap and worked with us, even though sometimes the meeting had little issues of fiery and tension. But he did well as a first-time negotiator, I think, bearing with the Federation and the stridency that we displayed. It's something that will gear him towards preparing for the next Federation team. I greet you all again well. Thank you very much.
Being, and I take note of your heightened comfort in signing the agreement. That warms my heart this afternoon. Before I ask Minister Chang to speak, may I just tender an apology for our Financial Secretary, who has another commitment off-site that she could not get away from to be with us. Minister Chang.
Thank you very much. My colleague ministers, Clark and Williams, my Permanent Secretary, Deputy Financial Secretary for the Ministry of Finance and team, and of course the leadership of the Chairman, Corporal McBean, and their team from the Police Federation. First, let me just express my satisfaction and gratitude at the signing of this agreement, because while the leadership of the police was preoccupied with this, the work of the police force continues, and it this consumes the leadership of the force who we have to talk to and consult with in moving forward the police force activities. So it's really, for the ministry, a very important step in going forward. And I want to commend all those who have been associated on both teams, the Ministry of Finance and the team working there, and of course the Police Federation. Though long and tedious, we have come some way, and today you can sign a heads of agreement and have 2 years on which we can look at how we mold the police force going forward, and we can discuss other areas that will be critical in building out the kind of police force that the Police Federation wants and the entire Jamaica wants. And that definitely can carry on that conversation. But again, it was, I said, a worthy effort by all the teams involved. The police force itself, while they have been going through this long discussion, I might say maybe tense sometimes, I would say contentious. The force, the members of the force have continued their work, tremendous work over the last year and a half. We have seen significant improvement in some numbers, direction of crime going in the right direction. It's a result of some very hard work on the force. There are some work that I am aware of that will be coming forward which you're not even aware of. In fact, as we have said publicly, DPP have indicated we'll be bringing some 13 to 14 major gang cases to the court. It's because of the work of the leadership in the police force and the teams in the investigative unit, getting out there and continue the tremendous fight against the kind of crime that is in Jamaica. Now that this is settled, I'm very confident we're going to spend the next 2 years even doing more, not only in setting the stage for a different kind of operation in terms of negotiation, but a whole new structure for the security team, as well as effectively fighting the elephant in the room, that is the crime that's out there. I know we have a team in the police force. I know we have both in terms of formal leadership as well as the organization leadership to create the ecosystem in which crime will get the back seat and security get the front seat, and public safety and security will be improved. So it's a good day today. And again, let me again thank all those who have been associated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chang. We certainly appreciate your support throughout this process. Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard from Corporal McNeil, the team was led by our Minister of Finance and Public Service, who really invested himself, I can attest, in the process. And we, from the technical staff side, want to thank him for the leadership that he provided in this round. And with that, invite him to bring us his remarks. Minister?
Thank you, DFS. Ministers Chang, Minister Williams, DFS Jones, Chairman of the Police Federation of Jamaica, Corporal Arlene McBean, General Secretary Sheldon Gordon, and other members of the Police Federation, members of the media, members from the Ministry of National Security, and the technical team from the Ministry of Finance. Good afternoon. I am pleased to be signing this agreement today with the Police Federation on behalf of the rank and file members of the Jamaica Police Force. As has been mentioned earlier, these negotiations started some time ago and would have preceded me as minister, and we have had a total of 13 meetings in total, many of which I chaired right here in this room. And despite what you may have heard in the media, in the radio, or on the television, all of our meetings in this room were held in an atmosphere of cordiality and mutual respect, for which I am very grateful. I want to thank members of the technical team of the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service for the professional way in which they carried out their work, looking at various permutations, costing permutations, and volunteering solutions. I'd like to thank members of the Police Federation of Jamaica for their professionalism in the negotiations, for always being here, all 7 or 8, regardless of the time of the meeting. We had 2 meetings this week, Monday and Tuesday, 7:30 in the morning. Those meetings were called the day before. I remember having a conversation with the Federation President on Sunday night, and with the General Secretary on Sunday night, and 7:30 the next morning, everyone was here. And we spoke again on Monday evening, and 7:30 a.m. the next morning, everyone was here for the meeting. And that kind of dedication to the cause of the rank and file members of the police force, I can only respect. We are particularly pleased that we are now at 91% of the public sector is now covered by agreements that cover 4 years to 2021. And in particular today, in commemorating the agreement with the police force, is recognizing the indispensable role that the rank and file members of the Jamaica police force play in our lives. Security is the #1 issue in Jamaica, and rank and file members on a daily basis are on the front lines. And so we at the Ministry of Finance are pleased that this matter will be put to rest today, as we show sort of respect and gratitude to the members of the police force. As Corporal Bean has mentioned, it has been my view, or it is my view, that members of the police force, or certainly the Federation, in a new dispensation, should not have to engage in these rounds and rounds and rounds of discussions over salary and compensation. We should graduate to what exists in other countries, where there is a commission that is representative and consists of persons who can understand and represent the interest of all sides, and the commission reviews data, reviews information and submissions, and makes a recommendation to the government that the government abides by. That to me would be more consistent with the respect that we want to afford to members of the security force. That's not my decision alone. That would require the consent of many parties, including the Police Federation itself. But I am very encouraged by the endorsement of Corporal Matt Bean for those remarks. Again, let me just welcome you here to the signing today, and to say thanks to everyone for the role that you've played in what we're about to do in a few moments. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting on is here, the actual signing, and the team from the Industrial Relations Unit and the Compensation Unit will now take us through. As they place the contracts before the signatories, let me just indicate that we are signing 2 contracts today, representing the periods from the 2017 to 2021. It's just a technical way of arranging, but it is 2 contracts that we are signing. So, Lorna, team. Yes, please. Who's that using the wrong hand? Not Arlene. Arlene is in her left hand. Arlene is left-handed. Yes, all right. You want to do it, huh? Okay, all right. All right, we'll get them around to you. All right. Julia, ECP Short wants to sign for the commissioner, so get him, yes. I think that's mine you have here. Yes, you're writing that much, Minister. Here's one. Here's one. Cover up.
Sign in for the commissioner.
The one with the box. Yes, the wooden box. I guess those are only for when we get in money. You know? I can write them down.
Yes. We have a meeting at 3:30. Yes, correct.
and gentlemen.
Marriage register has been signed. Duly read, sir. We now go forth to live peacefully and harmoniously in cohabitation. This just yes, this just concludes the signing and the negotiation, but of course our relationship continues in earnest. There are matters to be addressed beyond the signing of the agreement, and we look forward to continually working with the Federation, with the JCF, with the Ministry of National Security, and all the entities of government that are necessary to ensure that the officers benefit from the items in the agreement. Let me once again thank you all. Thanks very specially to our colleagues from the media. We rely on you to carry the good word, and we certainly are appreciative of your support. Thanks all, and we look forward to the continued success. All the very best.
Never open for question, you know, see that?